just gonna be another level 18 Drowned Dead? If so, then I think that's okay. Yeah. Like I said, you are, in theory, actually a decent enemy for us to fight. Ooh, red mutagen as well. That's very nice. Yeah, because, not that I was checking exactly how much experience we were getting from that, but also wouldn't be terribly surprised if some more drowners or drowned dead popped out of the swamp area here. Let's be on the alert. But, yeah, I mean, most enemies that we've encountered, I think, typically only give us one experience. The random enemies, at least, that we encounter along the path. But, I think that's mostly because that's primarily random wolves and neckers that are pretty low level. Whereas level 18 Drowned Dead, when we're level 19, I think that could give us a bit more. Now, as for where exactly we're trying to go here, hold on. Don't think we actually placed a marker. Yeah, we didn't place a marker, so this is actually... Quest marker is directing us toward these guys, which is not actually what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to see what the deal is with this question mark. That means we're trying to go in this direction. Because that is the cave where those people are trapped. And where we will continue to ignore them for the time being. Because although it seemed like it was time sensitive, it actually wasn't. So they'll be fine. Just waiting things out a little bit more. Don't worry about them. Okay, now it is directing us in a slightly different direction. Yeah, can you just, like, basically straight left of where we currently are? Over here. This is, I think, more or less going to take us, again, like, directly to where those wyverns are. More or less at the top of this mountain. Which is not exactly ideal. Still don't really want to fight them right now. We could try to do it. It would be a stretch, but it is perhaps theoretically possible for us to pull it off. Let's give it a shot. Let's save again, just because we're pushing our limits a bit here. But I do think it's possible. Oh, except, have we negotiated a price on this one? If we are going to do it now, then we should at least try to make it as worthwhile for us as possible. So this would be... which one? Definitely not that. Not that. I thought it was... this one? No. This one. Wyvern's Nest. Explore the cave using your Witcher senses. Find the Wyvern's Nest. Apparently there's no one for us to talk to, and this is the lowest level of all of our current Witcher contracts. So in theory, that would suggest that this would be the next on our list if we were to start going the Witcher contracts. So, yeah, I suppose. Okay, so here are the wyverns. We did, of course, perhaps experiment a bit. Oh, you're only level 21? What? That's not so bad. We also technically should be using art against you wherever you went. There we go. Just in the nick of time. Like to, yeah, hit you in the butt, preferably. That is where we start to do the crits. And I would also like to knock you down from the sky, like so. Where did you drop? You do have friends, I'm fairly sure of this. Yes. Is that a bigger wyvern? It may or may not be. One wyvern down, I'm fairly certain of this. I'd like to also get our coin back on. If you could just, like, hold on for a second here. Our quest has updated. For the wyvern's nest, okay? Yeah, I mean, we will. Just give me a second here. Just give me a second here. Okay, and once again, if you could hold off a second. I mean, we definitely do want to hold off and try to save those arts when they're actually in the air, but two wyverns down there. This one is doing flips and whatnot, but it
wasn't them that attacked those people. Gotta be a royal wyvern hiding around here somewhere.
Oh.
More will spawn. Need to destroy the nests.
Okay. I mean, you could perhaps even make the case that it is worthwhile for us to just let them continue to spawn, because it's kind of good. It's, I'm assuming, decent experience for us, because they are higher level than us, and they also drop strong crafting materials. So, tempting.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
But, as we've seen in the past, when we do try to destroy these nests, we do oftentimes find that more enemies will spawn, and I think, yeah, the level 23 monster will actually be that Royal Wyvern Garrett was talking about. You don't get to loot this as well, though. Okay. And then I think once we destroy this one,
Draconid nest. Need to
Mama
destroy
Wyvern's gonna get pretty mad at us. I think that's what's gonna do it. So let's prepare ourselves. Those Wyverns weren't too bad. But, yeah, hold on. Oh, there she is. Hello. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, that dramatic sunset as well. You gotta love it. And okay, this is more the type of enemy we were expecting. Has the boss kind of life bar, all that stuff. You are a lot bigger than your friends. A lot bigger than your friends. Yeah, so I think you're gonna be a lot more challenging. That was supposed to be us running away from you. I would like to have this on. And I would like to have this on next. Preferably. I attempted to use Nard there, but it was not the best of timing for that. Back to Ard. I'd like for you to start flying, but only once we are ready for you to start flying. So like right now, say. That was not really the idea. And we would like our Quen back. Except we are not ready to put our Quen back on. We don't know how much damage you deal. My guess is it's a lot. Once again, in theory, this is one of the strongest enemies we've fought thus far. So we would like to keep you without damaging us too much. And now we could knock you down. I do, however, also want to perhaps make a point of throwing on some Draconid oil. Of course, would have been helpful at the very beginning, but we didn't really have the opportunity to do so, well, with the cutscene and all that stuff. So where is our Draconid oil and how good is it? Draconid, Spectre, Elemental, looking for the Draconid. Curse. There it is. Okay, enhance, 25 extra damage. Yeah, not bad. Alright, we're even stronger than before. Bring it on. And we are totally gonna hard you down. Take that. Not bad at all. I'm actually not sure we took any damage.
It's huge.
Maybe a little bit.
What's the name again?
Royal Wyvern. Don't usually come this big.
Yeah, that was
It's
pretty
feasting
ginormous.
plenty, I reckon. Attacking those traveling the road. What do they call ye, Master?
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia. It'll be a tale to tell the young'uns.
Alright, thanks guys. See you later.
Good size. Wonder if this piece of rot'll get me anything.
By that you mean taking Wyvern Trophy? Ooh, and that could be a very nice sword. And okay, I mean, I'm surprised we did not see the special animation that we usually find when we take out one of the Witcher contract enemies. This one was a little bit different, in that usually we would talk to the person who's given us the contract in advance. Don't forget to loot this as well. We only got the chance to loot a little bit, I think. Yeah, there's still a tiny bit remaining in that nest. Here's the dramatic place from which we saw the Royal Wyvern arrive. That is the island that I was, or I'm assuming that is the island that I was noticing there's that question mark on. Yeah, so we would like to get down there at some point. Is it worth doing that next, or should we visit Poster, talk about our payment? That is strange. I mean, I'm pretty sure we did go to Bennett before. That was, yes, perhaps when we were taking one of those wyverns along with us through town, so we might not have had the opportunity to speak to whoever was the contract poster, but usually it says on the quest description, hey, talk to the person who is giving this quest. Or usually there's like a notice board in town that is the one that's directing you toward that person. But this one was more so just us happening across this cave where there were people there and they said, please save us, and no opportunity to negotiate a price in advance. So now that we've already defeated the wyverns, we, at least in the real world, would have much less negotiating power to bring to the table. Because in that instance, we would say, well, we just did all this stuff. Aren't you guys going to pay us for it? And then they could say, well, you know, you already did it. So, technically speaking, we could just pay you nothing, and you already did the thing that we wanted you to do, so we can never see you again, and everything would still be fine. Now, there are a lot of wolves here. A lot of wolves here. They are, however, right in the direction that I kind of need to go. So, on this occasion, I think this one's a little more difficult to avoid. Also, bear in mind, we are kind of standing on the edge of a cliff right now. So doing the whole dashing, dodging away from people, just be mindful of where you're going to end up. 'Cause, you know, like, that could be what awaits us on the other side. Don't think it'd end well. There are definitely still more of them. Hey, guys. Don't mind us. I was kind of wondering if that was a way to get down, but no, I don't think so. Still more of them. Oh my gosh. Crazy. The biggest wolf pack we've seen, I think. So have we been down in this area yet? I'm not sure. Also, should we be concerned that we are surfing all this distance? Will we take a ton of fall damage? Maybe. No, we're fine. Geralt is a natural surfer. Who the heck are you guys? Random bandits? Okay, this is a strange place in which we find you. That was also strange that Geralt insisted on not drawing his sword, ignied, and then thought about it.
Don't let him touch his breath!
Ah, you actually did manage to get me before I ignited you. Well done. I did not expect you to pull that off. Oh no, that's Junior? It's not us. Ow. Don't do that. You. Hey, you. You're next. Okay. Not sure we have much reason to pick up your junk weapons here. I think we may still have some space in our inventory to pick up more. We did, of course, pick up some things from those wyverns, though, so maybe not. Let's actually check out what that weapon was, because it looked like it could have been quite good. Was it this one here? In which case, silver sword with a little less damage than our current silver sword, so probably would not make the switch. I think that was the new one there. It's valuable, at the very least, so there's that. It does come with some Ard and Quen sign intensity in. Crit damage bonus. Slightly better crit damage bonus than what we have at the moment. 10% chance to cause burning could maybe even be somewhat useful as well. Don't know how much exactly to value those things. Okay, so how do we actually get down here? My next question. Safely, at that. Because these all look like areas with pretty steep cliffs. Let's look at where exactly is this island. Oh, it's further north. Okay, so yeah, my guess is we want to head up a bit more before we drop into the water. There might be a more natural place for us to dip our toe in. Over here seems like that could be just that. This looks a little more inviting. Just, you know, we have to walk over this 90-degree angle area first. Then we should be fine. Okay, now, will we find ourselves having to fend off any drowners on our way? At the moment, no. Doesn't look like it, but perhaps in the future. And is there anything on the shoreline here? Maybe we take a second to look first. Looks like there's something over there. Maybe that's just a twig. There's a body, though, with an apple. Yeah, you probably don't want to eat apples off of dead bodies, I would say. It's generally not a great idea. Limestone is maybe something, though. What I was actually thinking of, though, was this over here. This was the thing that was most visible, at least. So it doesn't really seem like anything. Anything in and around that anchor there, this rock here? Kinda doubt it. Kinda doubt it. So I think let's head on over that other island there, unless there's something over this side. But now this could take us a ways in the other direction, so let's not get too carried away there. Let's check out what's on the island. It was kind of sort of the direction that the Royal Wyvern came from. I wouldn't really read into that, but maybe that means there are more dragons to be found. Who knows? Some more buckthorn over here, which at least I'm assuming that's buckthorn. Hornwort? Hold on. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's not what I was expecting. That might be a little bit harder for us to pick up, so that's not bad in that case. This looks very smoky, very mysterious. Makes me feel like there's possibly something quite powerful here. Let's save. What the heck is this? Hidden treasure. Okay, some kind of water hag or boglet. Can't really tell what kind of enemy that is from me. Well, it looks like one of those types of enemies. And yeah, my guess is that this is going to be really strong. These guys here. Oh no, level 4 boglet. That's fine at least, but it is, yeah, pretty much impossible to see anything right now. Might be able to use something like an Ard. No way to miss. Sometimes that's a thing. Sometimes it isn't. Let's give it a shot here. Does that do anything? Oh, does it actually knock you guys? Oh, that was an odd one. Does it actually knock you guys out of your invisibility phase? It might. Okay. I would like to loot this. Can I perhaps loot this? The other one is here. Boglet mutagen as well. Okay, so you say there's a hidden treasure. Where is the actual hidden treasure, though? Because this is difficult to see on this island here. Whoa. It's a pretty ginormous circle you have there. So, basically what I'm wondering is, whoa, that's a big skull. And here are some tracks. Scratch key. Okay, I think we're kind of going in reverse order here. So maybe for that reason, let's follow the footsteps back here and see what happens. I feel like there could still be something quite a bit stronger than what we've found thus far. What is this? Is it just drowners? I think we're just seeing drowners there. Will they actually try to fight us when we're in such shallow water here? Maybe. This one, is he getting any ideas? They're just fishing rods. Come on. Fight us. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, like, these are not terribly valuable items here, but then we have two directions, actually, in which footsteps go. Okay, so we saw one of them, and I'm not seeing any examine prompt here, so I suppose we just make the choice of going in either direction, and does look like the hidden treasure is grayed out now. Which is a little strange, because it didn't really seem like what we got there was much in the way of treasure. It's not really the word I would use to describe broken fishing rods and oars. This is, I think, though, is the one that we did see previously, and this one does have the scratched key. Valuable fossil. Never seen anything like that before. That's an interesting one. What the heck is this? Is that the boglet that we fought? Didn't seem like we fought one in this area, but I could be wrong. So now I think what we do is we backtrack a bit where we were previously. We could do that, but I was kind of hoping that we would still have the footsteps, and I'm not currently seeing them. There we go. And then we try to follow the other set of footsteps. I just do not know as whether this is the one we were following before or a new one. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, this is the one we saw before. Okay, so let's just follow these back. This will take us to the other set of footsteps. And then we'll follow those that lead us in this direction here and see what this leads us to. Controller vibrated. I mean, yes, I see the footprints. That much is not a mystery to me, but what, if anything, does this bring us to? I would think something that would allow us to use that key that we picked up. That would make some sense. Is there anything else here? And that's the other thing, is it's a somewhat large island, which would lead me to think that perhaps there are other things worth looting here, but it's just really hard to see. Okay, so this we did need to unlock. So that presumably was what we used the key to do. Elemental Essence and Bear Hide. It's something. It's not amazing. I'm assuming now that that is probably just about it on this island here. But yeah, that fog. That fog makes it a fair bit more difficult to figure things out there, but there we go. That done. Now let's head back over to Bennick and cash in our Witcher contract there. And I mean, theoretically, we did go to the most distant part of the island. Get this. Let's maybe walk this back a bit, and then we'll jump in. I think we're still a little bit faster on land than we are in water. Especially if we were to, say, call Roach. Don't ask me how Roach ends up here on an island when she was very much not here previously.
Faster.
Yeah, if we just go, like,
Slow now.
this direction-ish. I mean, also extremely difficult to ride a horse in these conditions. Is that anything there? Yes, it is. Okay. So, does in fact seem that there are other chests here and there on this island. It's just, like I was saying, pretty darn difficult. Pretty difficult to track them all down. So I think, okay, I mean, would have thought that pole vaulting that or hurdling it would have been fine. But, yeah, I think we'll probably settle with what we've picked up thus far. The things that were directly tied to the quests. And then
Come on now.
the one or two chests that we picked up as well. In addition to that. Okay, well, yeah, like what I was saying before, trying to navigate this place with a horse is maybe not really the best idea. Roach, thank you for helping us a little bit. Bring us a bit closer to this landmass here. Now we'll swim across. And I'll be a little bit shorter. Okay, we've already looted that guy. So we'll need to head a little bit further south. We'll also need to make our way up this mountain, kind of, sort of. So it does mean we're going to have to pick and choose the best way to make that happen. Because, yeah, this 90-degree angle, that's not going to work so well for us. So we might kind of just need to slide on down here and hope that we can walk back up on this side. Yeah, it's not too steep for us. So then we go back to climbing up. Back where we fought the bandits previously. And it's more or less directly across here. Yeah, those are the corpses from the bandits we fought previously. We slid down here before. So that's one thing. Can we climb it? That is another. Because, yeah, we don't really want to be sliding in this instance. That doesn't really help us. So ideally we find something that's a little less steep. This. There we go. And here's the town. Perfect. So, old man, tell me,
Trade keeps the hunger at bay.
who should we speak to?
Cloggis seems unwell of late. She told
Someone
me
over here?
what meat she had. Me? Where'd she get me?
Looks like it's gonna be you, refugee. All right, buddy.
Master Witcher, a word, if you will. Might have a job for you. Couple of
You
our
don't
folk
say.
have gone missing, and
Think I ran into them. Cave north of here. A wyvern attacked them. One lost his life, but the others should be here soon.
damn it all, we never should have split and let them go off on their own. The wyvern. Did you cut it down? All the one of you?
Your friends weren't
Yeah?
exactly eager to help. Didn't find the decency to offer a reward either.
How dare they?
How am
We
I to
saved their
know you
lives.
Speak the truth.
Suppose we can wait till they get back. Though I should charge you more if so.
Oh.
Nay, no need. Gods will judge you if you've not spoke the truth.
I suppose.
Here, take this.
We also
Thanks.
should have the trophy, right?
Farewell.
All right. So how much is it? completed, yes. But we did not negotiate a price in advance, so it's $250. I mean, it's not amazing. Or no, it's $192. Okay, that's a little bit worse. So I think that ultimately selling that sword that we picked up is probably going to be more valuable than the coins that we got from completing the quest directly. So, alright. So what? Does give us a fair bit of experience as well. Now we're about halfway to level 20, so in that sense, that is certainly a success. So, while we're in this southeastern area, just take a closer look as to, yeah, this is sort of on the way to the Nilfgaardian camp, which of course we did visit before. Did we try going further east than the Nilfgaardian camp, like across this bridge? I don't think we did. I mean, I would suspect that the end of the world might not even go all the way to the end of this path here. Yeah, actually, I'm trying to scroll further to the right, and it's not even letting me. So there may be nothing over here, but I am kind of curious. So we are not currently at a fast travel location. I vaguely remember that this was a really high-level enemy here, so even though it's somewhat close, I don't think we're ready to do that right now. So let's just go back to fast travel location here. Let's check if there's anything to the right of the Nilfgaardian camp. I'm skeptical, but it'd be good to confirm. Just to see. And then, if not, then we will go up to... Oh, was that the right one? I don't think that was the right one. That was not the right one. Hold on. Closer, yes, but this is the one we want. Here we go. And then we're looking to go east of here. So in this direction. Which, yeah, as I said, don't really think we did much of. So I'm intrigued. We saw that, yes, there were definitely a fair bit of people who were on the outskirts of camp, do appear to have been doing things like chopping down some trees. But will we run into anything over here? There's this bridge. Implies that there's something on the other side of the bridge. But maybe that's wishful thinking. Anything in these forests here? Or what once were forests? What's that? That's just a bush billowing in the wind. You see some indicators that there are monsters over here. Just drown or swim in the water. Yeah, that's not really something that I feel
perfect weather for a voyage.
Too much of. Oh yeah, that's the end of the world there. Okay, yes, I know that you're trying to tell me to double back, but I'm also pretty sure you just sent me further along the edge. Just want to see if you can go across this bridge here, but based on what you were saying before,
too far.
The answer, yeah, appears to be no. I was hoping that we could at least cross the bridge.
Miles and miles.
And can we do it? Sort of. Sort of. Okay. But now we know. Now we know. Okay. So now that our curiosity has been satiated, let's head back to the camp and just use their fast travel location. Then we'll head over. It's northeastern Novigrad/Velen. And we'll see what trouble we can get ourselves into over there. Hello, folks. Remind me where exactly said fast travel location is. Somewhere over here, yes. But your camp is relatively large. We could sell to a shopkeeper here, but let's head back for now. Okay, let's just double check how much. We have a reasonable amount of inventory space. Not a ton, but certainly some at least. Okay. Just wanted to see if it was urgent. Can we dump things? I don't necessarily think that it is. Of course, if we're going on a long expedition into the wilderness, then it might be worthwhile for us to have as much space as possible, but at least for now, we should be good. And we're abandoning Roach on this island here. I'm sorry, Roach. One day we will call you back. So, what is the best way to get over to these areas over here? I think it might be to teleport to the place where we ran into Philippa, or at least Philippa's hideout. Because, yeah, these areas had enemies that, well, we could go here as well. But I think both this place and this place here, the enemies had question mark, question mark, question mark at 3rd level. So, basically means instant death if we were to get into a fight with any of them. So that may be the case with just about everything over here. But I want to check this one out. We might have seen the same thing in that instance as well. But there are also additional places further north and east. And we could potentially find that the end of the world comes before we can actually go to those places, but they do seem like they're elaborate enough like this one. That's gotta be something, right? So, let's at least check it out. That's the idea. So, like, will there be people here? Should we come ready for a fight? Radovid have more of his friends here? Don't think so. So let's actually mark stuff on our map as to where specifically we want to go. And I think short term the answer is there. And then we'll probably go further along this pathway here and here, and then if we can, there and there. Depending on where the end of the world is. And if we do find that there are extremely powerful enemies here, then we might need to turn around and run. Whoa, speaking of, well, I suppose falling, not so much turning around and running, but let's just not do that. Let's not sprint directly into that hole there, which we should have known was there, of course. We've been down there before. And so these indicators we're seeing are lower. They're actually from down in that cave complex. Don't really read into that. None of these swirly markers here. There is hidden treasure here? Somewhere? Somewhere. Which direction? Okay, it is this spot here. The place that we highlighted. So that does suggest that since we did not have that indicator show up before, that perhaps we did not go close enough to find these guys before. That looks like a heartbeat. As for what? Oh, question mark, question mark. Hold on. They're quick, those harpies, and they fly. So I'm concerned about it being able to follow us. But, yeah, that does suggest that at least that spot there will also be on the list of please come back later. Try doing this one here, but I feel like that is the general message I'm getting here from all these places. Like, we haven't necessarily checked this spot further to the east. I kind of assume it's more or less a continuation of this area here, and that enemies will be roughly the same level. They were question mark here. Likely will be here as well. So that might also mean that anything further in this direction will be the same deal. But only one way to know for certain. Vic Watchtower. You do get a fast travel location at the very least, so that's convenient. Guess is that's the watchtower there. We could read the description on the world map. Let's do that real quick. So it says, well, the Witcher's current location, but this is what I'm looking for. Legends claim ages ago, the famed mage Alzer had his laboratory in the Vic Watchtower. Okay. But actually, this spot? There's an herbalist over there. Ooh, that's a thought. Yeah, basically I'm wondering, is this the actual watchtower? Is that the actual watchtower? This doesn't really look like a watchtower based on what the indicator is on, well, at least the general dimensions of it on this map here. Let's double back just a second here. Talk to that herbalist. You are in the middle of nowhere, which is odd. I don't know what to make of that. So let's check it out. Perhaps means you might have some good stuff for us. But yeah, person's in distress. Oh. Given the Fallen Knight? What the heck is that? Given the level of enemies in this area, does mean that this might be tricky. 33. Can we make this work? I would argue probably not, unless we played more or less perfectly. I was gonna say we probably should save, because yeah, that arrow just dealt half damage to us. So, I mean, like, we could separate you out from the rest of your friends. Maybe we could make this work. The bow person is not here. But, yeah, that probably means that, one hit is close to death for us. And we did not save recently. Roach! Roach! Now's a good time for you to make a reappearance. Another one over there. That's probably our bow person. I would kind of like to flee at the moment. Are you chasing us? It kind of looks like you're chasing us. You're running out of stamina, but I would like to believe we're far enough away. No, you are absolutely still chasing us. Roach, we need you. Help us, Roach. We gotta get out of here. These guys are gonna heal us. Flee. Okay. Whew.
Hey there.
So there is, in theory, a person in distress there. Does that mean that if we leave them and don't come back, that bad things will happen to them? I think we have seen that happen on a few occasions. Now, we did, of course, save, which maybe means now we could take our chances, be a little bit more aggressive here. Just concerned about us not being able to get back here if we were to die there. Now we could try it. I mean, I think it is not a good sign that, as we saw, that arrow dealt half damage to us, and arrows usually don't deal much of any damage. But I'm wary of us leaving that person because we don't feel like we can fight those guys, and then because we abandon them, they get taken out. They get basically killed. And I didn't exactly go directly back to where we were before. Like, there supposedly was an herbalist there. That was the primary reason why I was going there to begin with. Not so much because I was expecting you guys. We would like to try to isolate you. Yeah, because if we can get rid of the bow person, then I think that would make things significantly easier. So I would love to fight just one of you. There are two advancing on us right now, though. Definitely want to put on Quen. And then I think we want Igni ready so that we can break through some of their armor, melt it. If we don't do that, then I think our damage is going to be minimal at best. Except that, I mean, that's stupid. No damage at all. Didn't have the stamina for Igni there. Does it stack if we try to burn their armor multiple times? I'm not sure. Or we could also throw on additional potions as well. We got some damage to you. That's a little bit encouraging. But you blocked that, which is not encouraging. We really want my stamina back. And it seems like when you get incinerated, we deal somewhat decent damage. When you don't, it's practically nothing. Keep on blocking the stuffs. Stop blocking the stuffs. I think also our Quen might have worn off here. Like, you got incinerated there. Then the damage gets much higher in that instance. We also want to make sure that we're not getting too close to the archer, which we may do if we continue to retreat here. Trying to, yeah, follow up with a quick sword swing, or axe swing, technically, soon after we use our Igni so that they can't block it. At least not as easily block it. I do like that you guys are a little more spread out right now. But we don't have Quen on anymore. Now let's do it. Oh, I thought we had the stamina for that. We did not. Oh, I didn't have the range to teach you that time. Still Quen on, we do. That means we can have this being Igni. Follow up with an attack or two. Ooh, we got a crit in as well. That's big. You know, this might be possible. Like I said, it's going to require that we play very, very carefully. You seem to be the one that they're blocking most frequently. Guy who does not have a helmet, this guy right here. Oh, yeah. Quen has notably worn off. Need to put that back on. That is top priority, I think. If we don't have it on, then we are at risk of getting maybe even one shot. I don't know. Okay, blocked one of those, but we did get a few hits in. That was good. Quen is still going. So we can do this. Follow up with some hits on you. And Quen, in theory, will last a little while longer still. But it did wear off there. We definitely want to put that back on. Don't have the stamina for it yet. There we go. Okay. At this rate, we have gone a fair distance from where this fight was originally taking place. close to taking some of them out. How's Quen looking? Still have a little while longer on it. Means we can do this. Okay. Yeah, we have a few that are at roughly half HP. Crits certainly help. I think just about all of them are at half or slightly less than half, perhaps. Not quick enough. Well, we were actually quick enough to follow up with a sword swing there. Axe swing. Quen needs to come next. Needs to come next. Ooh, wow, that hurt. Yup. Timing was not great. Not great on that one. There we do, of course, see how much damage they can deal, and yes, the answer is more than half. So we definitely need to get that back. And we need to be very careful in terms of taking those hits. So if we don't get back to full, then that could be one-shot territory even. It may be. It actually may be. Okay, we need the Quen back. Absolutely need the Quen back. Okay, you did break the Quen, notably. That's no good. Oh, I mistimed the dodge there. Just worried about getting out of the way. And then also throwing on the Quen and got him in the wrong order. Igni does come next, in theory at least. Please use it! Except that was not a good time for it. Quen back on. Igni. That's next. Still not on full HP, so we ideally would bide a little more time so that we can regen a little more HP. If you get rid of one of you, that would make a big difference. Okay, avoid that one. When we have a little bit of time with it. Don't get greedy now. I know it's tempting. I know it's tempting to try to finish them off when they have low HP here, but don't do it. That was not the best time for the dodge, because it does take our stamina when we dodge. We're headed back to some kind of building here. I don't know which one it is, but we've traveled such a far distance. Wow, I was trying to Igni there, and then Daryl decided not to. Which means we lost our Quen. Which means we need it. How did you block that? I'm just wary of us backing our way into another battle. So we've traveled so far at this point. The War of Attrition does seem to be working here. We're so close to going down again. Don't lose the composure. Not now. This is not the time. Don't get impatient at this stage. Okay, we do need Quen. That's next priority. Ooh, that was lucky. That was bad timing. Okay, don't get greedy. I know we wanted to follow up with the hit, but we lost the Quen, so we need to get that on first. Yeah, here. Retreat. I'm gonna be intrigued to check out where we ended up at the end of this one. How far did we back up today? One down. That's big. Means far more difficult for them to overwhelm us. You still have Quen up. That means in theory we should be able to... Okay. 2 down. Just this guy. There is, I think, still the archer dude back in the other location. But ooh, we don't have Igni. This phase, that was also Quen, not Igni. And we have already lost it, so... Okay. Is that your spot where you won't go any further then? Okay, Carol. Oh, you definitely didn't have the stamina. That's why you didn't use Igni there. Yeah, so there's a bridge here. Perhaps makes things a little bit more difficult. Yeah, you don't want to get all fancy spinning your sword like that. There we go. Got all of them down. Like I said, I do still think there's one with the bow back in that area there, but those were enemies that were, yes, way higher level than us. So, take them out. I think that's big. Order of the Flaming Rose sword, yes, did seem as if they were either Radovid's people or people who are generally affiliated with the... I suppose Order of the Flaming Rose is technically somewhat independent. So they have most recently been residing in Redania, at least according to The Witcher 2. Now, we did take out 3 of them, of course. And so, where did the last one end up? And where are we? Where are we right now? Where did we retreat to? We actually went past the Temerian hideout and past the estate, Tanglebud residence. But yes, we went all the way from over here to down here just by retreating, trying to fight those guys. And it did ultimately work. Wait, and in terms of experience, yeah, I do think we got a lot. I think we got a pretty decent amount from that. I would like to double check as to whether there is any loot from a third person. Because like I said, there were definitely 3 of them. Might it just have been that 2 of them dropped stuff, 1 of them didn't? Maybe. Maybe. There is also definitely still 1 more opponent. This area we're seeing to the left here is the edge of the estate. So that's not really a concern there. Yeah, and I think we took down the last person a ways back, so I don't think we're going to end up getting any loot from him after all. Let's double check the level of the stuff that we picked up. Yeah, because these guys are strong, so turns out that the gear they dropped, yes, is level 35 gear. It's not actually that valuable. Might be worth either stockpiling or saving up until we are in and around level 35. I mean, at that point in time, we might be able to get higher rarity stuff that could be stronger. But as of right now, as things currently stand, those are our strongest swords. Is that just coincidence that there are a bunch of horses there? Are they wild, or are there some bandits along with them? Because sometimes we found that to be the case. I mean, you're not happy to see us, perhaps, but it doesn't appear as though you'd come with any bandits. Okay. So yeah, we'll head back over to that general area. I suppose we should probably save, given how that was a bold maneuver that we did ultimately seem to succeed at. But there's 1 more piece, so in case we don't succeed in that last one,